COP28 meetings in Dubai. Chris Bowen has arrived there last night. All the usual climate crew, the world in, the Davos crew, really. A lot of billionaires, a lot of diplomats, a lot of environmentalists, all telling the rest of the world what to do. And I've got to show you this comment that the ABC got from the mining magnate from Australia, Andrew Twiggy Forrest. He wants to have a go at the oil and gas executives. He thinks that they're just making money instead of worrying about the planet. But listen to the violent picture he conjures up.
They're not smart at all. They're just selfish beyond belief. And when these deaths occur, and they're occurring now, but when they incur much larger scale, I want these so-called people who are very smart to be held to account. It's their heads which should be put up on spikes because they willfully ignored and they didn't care.
Really? He's at COP, he's talking to the ABC. Maybe he thinks this is the way they're all on the same team here. You put the company executives' heads on spikes, Lisa?
Yeah, and look, this is a man who, look, let's face it, this whole renewable transformation, which it's being called now, is being underwritten by the taxpayer. And Twiggy Forrest isn't doing too badly in it if you look at the sums. When you look at the subsidies that are being handed out as far as hydrogen goes, he's doing quite well, thank you very much. So for him to stand there and then criticise the coal and gas bosses who, at the end of the day, we're relying on to keep the lights on in this country, I just think it's a bit rich.
Yeah, that's the substance. You're absolutely right. I mean, he's wrong. We need gas and fuel. We can't run the country without gas and oil. That's a simple fact. But, Nick, he's saying that in Dubai, when just up the road, a few hundred kilometres up the road, it was 5 minutes ago, we had Islamist thugs putting heads on stakes. I mean, he shouldn't talk like that.
He shouldn't use that language, Chris, but if he's going to use that language, then his head should be on the line too. Twiggy Forrest's company, Squadron Energy, is right now planning to build a gas plant in Dubbo, the first of a series in New South Wales to back up their renewable energy, which can't provide fuel 24-hour days. And he received, or his company, Squadron Energy, received $40 million from the New South Wales government to get them started on a gas import terminal in Wollongong. He's up to his neck in the gas business, so either it's good or it's bad, and he's up to his neck in it, Chris, because he knows that his windmills and solar panels won't do it alone. He's got to have the backup.
He's also a billionaire because of iron ore, and without coal, iron ore is just a rock. His whole wealth is built on the carbon emissions from turning his iron ore into steel. What an absolute hypocrite. Just quickly, I've got to get your thoughts on Taylor Swift being named the Person of the Year. Now, I understand she's a sensation. I understand she writes the songs and she's made billions. She's a canny businesswoman as well as a great entertainer. Can you help me out by naming a couple of Taylor Swift numbers, Lisa?
Oh no! Did you have to throw that one to me? Look, full admission, I'm going to the Taylor Swift concert because my daughter has tickets, so I'll be able to tell you that. It was in February, I think she's appearing. So come back to me in February, Chris. But look, what I don't understand is how did she get that? But Barbie was also in the running. How can Barbie be Person of the Year or considered to be Person of the Year? So
yeah,
you look at the competition. I guess it's good that Taylor Swift got it.
Last time I checked, yeah, Barbie's not actually a person, but no. I think the Taylor Swift phenomenon is incredible. I suppose you have music, a lot of music is gender orientated. I mean, it's mainly young women and girls who like Taylor Swift.
That's
I suppose the same way as it's mainly blokes who like AC/DC, but it's an interesting choice, Nick.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a little vignette for our times, isn't it, Chris? I mean, the time Person of the Year used to be someone of substance, used to be a leader, you know, a world leader. But there's no Nelson Mandela anymore.
I'll give you the strong tip.
Ronald Reagan, there's no Margaret Thatcher.
I'll give you the strong tip. Yeah, exactly, Nick. The reason is there's no people of substance left. So we're getting yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Time magazine can't identify them.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for joining us, Nick. And Lisa, we'll talk to you again. We are just about out of time. I was going to include some of your feedback to last night's interview with Marcia Hines. There's a songstress that a lot of us appreciate. Norma says, I have the deepest respect for this beautiful lady who shows nothing but grace and humility. Lots of other good feedback too. I'm so glad Marcia chose to call Australia home.